Hi guys, welcome back for another one. Today's installment of Resource Management 2022, the beginner's guide if you want to be resource efficient, is the guide to the Heroes campaign. Resource management is my rating system of how useful a character is, unlocking content and gaining sustainable resources. Factors that determine how useful a character is in Marvel Strike Force is: can they unlock a legendary, can they be used in monthly events, are they the best option to the highest tier challenges, are they Dark Dimension 5 efficient, can they be used in Doom Reigns, the number of campaigns they're useful for, and Arena. And like always, resource management is not a free-to-play list. All characters are ranked no matter how you obtain them. So this is how my guide works, and yes, this is up to date. So these are the characters most likely you will be getting at the start of Marvel Strike Force. Let's say you get Elsa Bloodstone through the current login calendar. Well, what you guys want to do, and I'm sorry I didn't change the language there, what you want to do is you want to replace the character with the highest ranking that you currently have on your roster. So in this case, you want to stop investing and Shield Operative and replace her with Elsa Bloodstone and start investing in Elsa Bloodstone, so that way you have the 5 best heroes. So your new team should look like this, with Spider-Man, Shield Medic, Luke Cage, Punisher, and Elsa Bloodstone. Now, let's say you get Shang-Chi through an orb, whether that's a premium orb, a mega orb, which you're given one in your first week of playing, or you're just cracking open Blitz orbs and you'll get him unlocked. Well, he ranks 10 in resource management, so once again, what you want to do is replace the high ranking character, which is Shield Medic, at 102, making your new team look like this. This is how it progresses to make sure that you are investing in more useful characters and more powerful characters that clear content with less resources over characters that will just drain your resources as you try to crawl through this game. And how the characters get their ranking? Well, it is based on 3 factors. 1, their overall ranking in resource management, which is based on their usefulness. 2, the character's power. The more powerful a character is, typically the less resources that it takes to conquer content. And 3, synergies they may have with other characters that are ranked higher on my resource management list. So with that said, let's begin and review all the heroes in the game, over 100 of them by the way, for chapters 1 through 6. So for the Heroes campaign, this is the current ranking order. Kestrel being the very top character that you want, very efficient in this game, followed by Icarus, Cersei, Captain America, Sam Wilson, Maria Hill, Sharon Carter, Deathpool, Cloak, and Dagger. And I'm sorry, 10 is missing. This must have been my fault. I was doing some editing before I hit record. Must have hit cut instead of copy, because Shang-Chi should be there at number 10. I'll make sure I get that fixed in the future. Number 10 is Shang-Chi. Moving on to your top 20, Jubilee, Ghost Spider, Scarlet Spider, Kitty Pryde, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, OG Spider-Man, Spider-Punk, Beast, Bishop, and Iceman round out your top 20. Now, I'm not going to say every character in the following, but here is rankings 21 through 39. These are all still really great characters in the game, very highly useful characters. Sometimes it's really hard to pick an order, and I just let the resource management be the tiebreaker when I feel like there's a rough tie where it really could go either way. But you really can't go wrong. All these characters are great characters in the game. Some just have their little niche things like Phoenix. If you get her unlocked somehow through chapter 6. Now, I do not expect you to get all these characters unlocked. Yes, some of them are gated behind way after you hit level 70. But this is just ranking all characters in the game to make sure that you're always building the best you have available. But Phoenix, asterisk mark, if for some chance you get her, and remember, you need Beast. Other than that, she is not viable for campaigns, because as soon as she goes dark, you can kiss your 3-star clear goodbye. Next is 40 through 58. Once again, quite a few good characters in here. It's going to be after this slide where the characters really start to drop off in power and usefulness. And there you see 59 through 77. Like I said, it starts to really taper off near the end, finishing with the Koye. I'll give you guys a few more seconds before we switch slides again, and there we go. 78 through 96, and you can see the usefulness and power level just drops off at a very steep level, aka the characters that really need a rework. And then let's end this with the final ones, which is 97 through 109. And once again, just like the other previous 2 videos I did, but if you're watching these in order, then you're getting this one first. But Scarlet Witch, asterisk mark, as of recording this, I'm still doing patch 5.10. Patch 6.0 is right around the corner, and during that patch, Scarlet Witch will get a rework, which will change her ranking in resource management, because believe it or not, she's a very useful Campaign character, if you guys did not catch that earlier video in resource management, very useful. Rework, giving her brand new stats that matches today's meta, is going to push her near the top of this heroes campaign. I'm just waiting for the official kit and new power stat increase. Yeah, the bottom 9 characters, if you can avoid these characters in this game, do so at all costs currently. Now we're going to move into Heroes Campaign Chapter 7 Nodes 1 through 3. So all these next ones you need to be level 70 to get to. Also at this point you should have unlocked the Isotope campaign. I have not done a resource management video on that one yet, coming soon. But you definitely want to try to apply ISO to these characters you're going to use in these campaigns, as it will help you clear them faster and at a much lower cost in gold, training mats, ability materials, and so much more to clear this so much faster, as this content was made before ISOs was in the game. So anyways, nodes 1 through 3, city heroes. What do you got? The top 10. If you can grab the web warriors, is awesome when you use web warriors. Web warriors are also viable for 2 different sections in Doom War, so if you can build them early, you're off to a really good start. Shang-Chi right behind them with Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger, definitely you'd want them to pair up. You don't really want to take them in solo, even though their power stats are much stronger than the character you'll be facing. I don't know, especially Dagger, how well she'll do as a solo character. Misty Knight, really great character. Plug and play in Doom raids currently. Then Symbiote Spider-Man. The symbiotes are not out of the question. They're still a very useful team. All of them are farmable, just some of them are not so easily farmable. But yeah, wrapping through number 20, you see Anti-Venom, Ghost Rider with his new increased stats, Calling Wing, Multiman's. Multiman's a really good campaign character, as his dupes can help you sustain to get 3 stars. Miss Marvel, White Tiger, Moon Knight, Night Nurse, Squirrel Girl, Iron Fist. Like I said, a lot of these characters are characters that have gotten reworks or have been released after this content was made available, knowing that they take less resources than the older characters. And then there's only 5 characters left after this, and yeah, if you don't have to build them, you don't have to build them. Next up, Heroes Campaign Chapter 7 Nodes 4 through 6, which takes global heroes, which is the majority of heroes in this game. Let's get this ranking started. So first off, 1 through 10, Secret Avengers by far. If you can grab them early, you can. They have tons of uses in this game, especially Maria Hill. All of them are currently farmable. Yes, some of them are gated behind Doom War, so hopefully you get some RNG luck with Cap Sand by this point and you can put them in your roster. Jubilee, once again, Pimtech's locked behind Doom War, so you may or may not have Jubilee at this point. If not, don't worry, there are some really good characters you can also use. Beast will pair well with Jubilee or Phoenix. Once again, no Phoenix if you don't have Beast. Do not do it. Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde has some solo abilities, but she will take some investment. Shuri, another one that will take some investment. Iceman, good for campaigns. A lot of manipulation there with him with speed. Nick Fury, once again, has later use. Then we have some of your older characters that still have viability here. Black Widow, Hawkeye, those would work best as a pair. Black Widow's good as a solo. Falcon's good. Dr. Voodoo, haven't seen a whole lot of data on him yet, but I can almost guarantee you he's going to put in a lot of work. Elsa Bloodstone, X-23, Wolverine, Red Guardian, Kate Bishop, and Polaris wrap out your top 20 in global characters. And here we go from here is through 21 through 39. It really does start to drop off even before you hit the end of this slide. I'd probably say after Captain America is where this really drops off in usefulness and the power you would have to invest to clear content. After 39, we have the remaining through 51. Once again, Scarlet Witch, most likely she's going to jump up this list by a lot. Next up, Heroes Campaign Chapter 7 Nodes 7 through 9, which is Cosmic Heroes. Well, rankings 1 through 10 look like this. Kestrel, Icarus, Cersei, any of those 3 characters you get at the beginning of this game, you better not be hesitating to rank them up, including Deathpool 2 at number 4. Surfer's at 5. Surfer, unfortunately, as a Mystic character, we've gotten a lot of powerful Mystic characters as of recently. He just got dwarfed that way, but still a very, very useful character. That definitely, if you get him without these other 4, you definitely want to get him going. Gamora is still great. Adam Warlock, you probably won't have him. You may or may not have him at this point. Yeah, I believe Adam Warlock is locked behind Doom Raids. I think Multiman's farmed in the Doom Raid, so maybe you probably won't have that. T'Challa Star-Lord, still not farmable, but once again, you can have some Orb luck. Black Bolt, and then Falavel. Moving into your top 20 is Longshot, Shatterstar, Bishop, Invisible Woman, Thor, Moondragon, Magic, America Chavez, Crystal. Crystal works best when you work her with Black Bolt. No Black Bolt. You might want to rank Crystal further down than this. Cable with 20. And then rounding out the last 33 characters is from Star-Lord and Rocket. Once again, these characters are further up on the list than what they normally would be, just because to clear the No Way heist, you need to really invest in these characters, which is something you can do later in the game. You don't really need to do necessarily right now. But if you wanted to hurry along that process, you could push them up because you got to invest in them heavily anyways. But I'm not going to read the rest. You guys can see what they are. And that will bring us to our conclusion of the Guide for the Heroes campaign as a part of Resource Management, the new player efficiency guide. So with that said, guys, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new and haven't done so already, hit that subscribe. And if you don't want to miss the next resource management video, hit that notification bell. And with all that said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.